the twilight of Earth's great civilizations, we were chosen. Some were selected for their skills, others for their strength, and some by luck. The great ships were the embodiment of each nation's ingenuity, courage, and faith. And they sent us to the stars in search of a new home. As we raced skyward, we carried aloft the hopes and dreams of those left behind. Our journey through deep space was long and quiet. And it is finally over. Now we look upon our new world for the first time. On these alien shores, our destiny waits. A new beginning for mankind.
Alright, hello and welcome back. As you can see, that was the opening cutscene for Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth, the newest installment of Civilization franchise, which I'm sure quite a lot of you have probably heard of before. I've been a big fan of Civilization. Always wanted to get it when I was younger. Was never able to. I do have Civ 5 as well. I did enjoy that game a lot. And I have played this one quite a bit as well, so I thought I'd record a game for you guys when it decides to load. So this game is nothing like Civ as you probably know it. As we will see when we get in, it is taking its time to load. There we are. There's our little cursor. So the story behind it is that, as usual, humans have wrecked the world. We'll just keep them quick, small, a bit of standard. Vostok is, we'll put on Mercury because that's just normal. Now these are the civs, or they're not really civilizations anymore. They're sort of like unions, representing parts of the world. So we have ARC, cover operations 25% faster and cause 25% more intrigue. You probably don't understand what that means. I don't really like that bonus. The Pan Asians, that's I believe that's Asia. I'm not sure where ARC are from. We've got the French, Iberians, Slavic Federation. I believe that's like sort of like Russia sort of area. Polystralia. I'm not. Maybe Australasia type place. Kavithan Protectorate. I've no idea where they're from. Brasilia is obviously Brazil, and African Union is from there. Maybe Polystralia is more European actually. One of these two is probably European. And ARC actually, yeah, ARC I think is America. And these two I think are probably in Europe somewhere. But I think I'm going to start with the African Union, yeah, because plus 10% food in growing cities when healthy. All cities start with an old earth relic building. That's quite good. Or do we start with the French? No, we'll stick with the African Union. I haven't played them in a while. Now you can obviously go into advanced setup, change lots of stuff. Like resources. Let's put that on abundant. Let's see what happens. I haven't played on abundant before. Maps, lush. We'll keep it on lush. We want a nice lush. Change the world type. But you can change most of this anyway. Now as you can see, the victory types are different. We'll leave all this. We'll leave that on. So once you select your civ, you can go to next, and you then select your colonist bonus. So you get +2 science, +2 food, +4 energy, +2 production, or +3 culture. Now you've got +2s all over the place, and +3 and +4 energy. I end up building a lot of enhancements to tiles for energy, so I'm not going to take aristocrats. I usually go for artists, but engineers I'm sure would be good, and refugees, they'd all be pretty decent. It's pretty well balanced. However, we start with old earth relics, so we're ahead on building a cultural building there, and I think we're going to go for artists because of the way the new culture system works. I think that would be good for us. Choose a spacecraft, so you get bonuses based on what you took with you from Earth to I think this is called Pandora, this planet. Well, we'll call it that for now. You can change what sort of world you're on in 2 menus time. So you can either reveal all the coasts, so you can see the outlines of all the continents. You can have a wider area for choosing where you land your first city. Now, unlike Civ, as you know already, you don't start with a settler. You start with your map and a little sort of area where you can land your first colonizing spaceship. You cannot move your capital once you've done this. You can't move around like you could with settlers. That's it. You land in the little area you're given, which I think is quite alright. You usually get a decent area, and there's not really, like, in the range that you get, there's usually nowhere on a map that it really sucks that it will put you. So it's not too bad. I quite like it. But we're not going to use that. No technology needs the petroleum, geothermal, and titanium resources. These are the 3 strategic resources that we have on this planet. So we've got petroleum, so that's oil. Geothermal, so it's lava-based sort of tile, and titanium, which obviously are metals. This is quite a good one, I must admit, because you can see all of these. You can sort of base your city expansion around it, which is good. Begin with 100 energy at standard speed. We're on quick, so it's not going to be that much. That's not very useful. And reveal alien nest on the map. That's not very useful either, in my opinion. So we're going to go for tectonic scanner. Sorry. Now we've got to choose the cargo that we carried with us. So, like, the story behind this is that we ruined Earth, as everyone knows we're going to, and they sent off a very select few based on their skills or the fact that they were young and healthy off into deep space, into this new world that they had found, to start colonizing it and extending the reaches of the human race. And that's our job. Our job is to keep our civilization alive on this new and unexplored and very habitable planet. So cargo, hydroponics, extra population in your first city. That could help. That could really help. That means you can get you have to do that first turn of growing. You do start with an extra tile usage. If you've got some really couple of good strong starting tiles, that is excellent, but that's only based on that, so we're not going to use that one. Begin with the pioneering technology. The pioneering technology is the one that I would recommend you go for. If you don't use this, the first research you get, because you're pioneers. You need to pioneer your way through, and we'll see what the tech gives us later. This is the one I clicked on my first game, and it all went alright. Beginning with the soldier unit, not too important. Soldiers early on are not too important, and you'll see why. Beginning with the worker unit, again, not very important. Like in Civ 5, you didn't usually build a worker straight away because you just didn't have the right tiles to work. Begin with the clinic in your first city. Well, you guys don't know what a clinic is. It increases health, I believe, and health is the new replacement for happiness. And but we can build it pretty quick. So we're going to start with the pioneering technology and click start. Oh, it's just catching up. Give it a moment. There we are.